So here we are again, another statue review, and this time this is Sideshow's exclusive Captain Marvel premium format. So as you can see, this is based on the new or the modern Captain Marvel suit. So let's start. So before we begin with the statue itself, let's start with the character itself, the origins. She showed up, or the first appearance would be in the Marvel Superheroes 13, 1967. I'm not really sure if it was the Captain Marvel. Because there was still another Captain Marvel, and it was a guy, and then she, I would say, took the mantle of the new Captain Marvel, and then basically she also has a comics by herself. Her comics itself, which is Miss Marvel last 2006. So yeah, basically she was first Miss Marvel with the black suit. I think you've seen all the pictures recently from the latest when she was released. The old version also, the Miss Marvel, the black costume, that was also very good from Sideshow as well. So, but this one is based on the modern one. So yeah, that is some, let's say, backstory. She's a pilot. She got, let's say, exposed to some cosmic radiation or cosmic energy or whatever. And then I'm not really familiar with her backstory. But the recent ones is the Civil War II, which is Captain Marvel versus Team Iron Man. So, Team Captain Marvel and Team Iron Man. So basically, that's the recent comic book Civil War II. So going to the statue itself, basically to start with, she has a base of the, let's say, an Annihilus base. This is actually pretty good base because this is a translucent. This part is a translucent, and then basically you can actually light it up. Let's try. So you can light it up from behind, and that is really amazing. Try to light it up with the colored yellow, the yellow light. At least you get to see it light up, and then basically it's very nice. And the base is the very bottom of the base is a typical Sideshow base, where it's just a plate, and then they put in some rubble or some ground, and then this Annihilus base where the peg is joined, or basically attached. The body is attached. So the base has actually three parts. The main base, and there's this part here. This one, this is actually a separate piece. You attach it with a peg, and there. And this is the back part, as you can see. This is where the feet is being attached with a peg as well, but there's some fitting. So far, it's very how I'd say, it's very stable. It's the same. The stability rate would be, I would say, the same as the Daredevil. So far, I haven't seen it wobble, that's a good sign. And then the other third part of the base is this one, which is also attached by another peg. So that's it for the base. The base actually has a very good weathering, lots of scratches, lots of detail, lots of textures. So the Annihilus base, I'm not really sure what this is, but it looks like a spaceship, or maybe an armor, or a mech or something, but looks really good. So going up, so as I mentioned, the feet is attached in the base, or in this part of the base, and this part of the feet. The boots the body actually itself has not much weathering or texture. It's very clean. I would expect some weathering near the boots, because she just, how I'd say, bumped into or maybe she went out from this, I do not know, this armor or this spaceship or something, and then yeah, at least there should have been like some gravel or some whatever dirt And then going up further, there's even not much details on the suit itself, but it's really clean, and the highlight of it is very nice. It's very good, and it also shows the details, or let's say the muscle details that she has. She has a very good lean look, if you as you can see here. Let's put her on the side. So I think if you really want to check her body, it's the best angle would be like this one. I think the best angle would be like this. And you can also see the side skirt. I'm not really sure what's the name, but let's put it that way, a side skirt. And there's this, I think this is the only really red piece, or really red part of the statue. But this is also detachable. This is the other parts of the body. You can remove this one and also the one on the other side. Forgot to mention, the boots also have some lining, which is very good, more realistic in terms of design of the boots. So there's some lining there. I also just saw this morning that there's actually some weathering, or let's say discoloration, or like in her foot, bottom of the foot, as you can see here, which is really good. But that's the only weathering I can see so far. I mean, in this part, because there's some weathering at the back here, or this part of the body. Okay. So going up further, so the gold, maroon, blue theme, or basically color, really pops out the piece from the other pieces that I have. It's basic, I think it's the same as the Spider-Man, wherein the color is very vibrant, and then not too vibrant that it's glowing, but vibrant enough that it's the combination of the color scheme in the piece is very contrasting to each other, which makes the piece like really pop up. So yeah, as I mentioned, this part has some weathering, not really weathered, but some discoloration or something, or some different tints or dark tints of maroon or dark red. The same thing also from in the gloves. The gloves actually had some details here, which is like the veins or the muscles, wherein she's really like making a fist or a grip. She's like doing a fist. And then yeah, basically that's it, because as I mentioned earlier, there's not much detail in terms of like folds or creases, or I would say what else, like but as I mentioned, as also she's very lean. She looks really good, really lean, and yeah, and very good highlights in the body. Going up, which is one of the best parts of the piece, is for me is actually the head. This is an exclusive, so I have an exclusive head. This is the exclusive head. So let's talk first about the regular head that I currently attach. The hair is very nice. The flow is very nice. I like really the how they folded her hair here. To the right side of her. And the only nitpick for me is actually they should have done some lines here also, like hairlines, or I don't know, like I don't know how to do that, but somehow it's a bit, for me, a bit lousy, or yeah, they just, or maybe they run out of some of ideas. I do not know. But as I said, how they folded the hair, or the flow of the hair going to the right side, is very nice, and her face is very sexy. She has somehow like eyeliner, I think. I'm not sure what's the correct name, but yeah, and how her jawbone and her lips are sculpted is very nice. You can actually, there's actually the cheek, you can actually feel the cheek, and then she actually has a very good how would say, a makeup. But honestly, she's very sexy. So this is the unmasked portrait, which is the regular, and this is the exclusive part. The exclusive part is actually very good as well. As you can see, she looks badass. So I think it's with a helmet, and if you look in the side, which you can really see the details, you can see here the lines. I'm not sure what these are, but it looks really cool. And then actually this is my favorite part of this piece, the mohawk, the golden mohawk. It's really badass for this one. Why only nitpick, or let's say what I notice is somehow her head is here. This part is actually more round, or I don't know, more, I don't know, it's somehow different from this one. So as you can see, I just noticed it. I'm not really sure, but somehow it's a bit bigger in this side. So, but that's just a nitpick. Anyway, I'm not putting in the exclusive part. I'm putting in the regular, because the regular is very badass and sexy. That's why. So I think that's it for the statue. Rating wise, I would say paint, I'll give it a 4.8 out of 5, because it's very nice, it's very clean, no issues so far. I haven't seen any. Lines are very good. Basically, it's really clean and accurate, and the color scheme is also accurate to the comics, which this is based on. The only concern for me is that there's really no how I'd say weathering in her. Really clean. The base is somehow like really rugged, destructive or looking, but the piece is very clean. So I think that's the only nitpick for me, or that makes this one not a 5. For sculpt, I also give it a 4.8 due to the fact, as I mentioned, there's no weathering. They could have added some scratches here, or in the boots another scratch, and here a lot of scratch or whatever, and then maybe add some more detail, muscle details, or maybe some texture in the costume. That would have been great. But in any sense, the face is very good, very nice. Also the skin tone as well. Just to mention. The face, as I also mentioned earlier, is very sexy. That's what's make this piece very good. For the design, this is for me the crowning jewel. No, basically this is the best part for me, because the design is very nice. It fits well in your cabinet. You don't have much problem with regards to space. And she is in an action pose, like she just went out, and then the pose, the look, it's very commanding, like she's really a badass leader. So that's what makes this piece really look good. So if you, for the design, I give this a 5 out of 5, because it's really well done, really thought of. And just to add why I give it 5, because how they place the peg here, how it's not wobbling itself when I move, makes it a very good design. For X Factor, I would say the design as well, because you can really place her together with other statues, and you don't have much problem with regards to space. And it's very well thought of, because some pieces like XM, I am having problems putting them together with another piece. But this one is very nice, looks really good, accurate to the comics. Paint wise, highlights, sculpt, definitely a must-have piece for me. That's why X Factor is the design. For the no factor, I would say I think I have none. But the only concern for me is that yeah, I think not really that much. Just the weathering is just too clean for something that's a bit rugged. So yeah, so if you had a chance to get this one, don't hesitate. It's a really good piece, another great piece from Sideshow. So I think that's all for now. I hope you enjoy, and please do subscribe to get other reviews for other statues. Thank you. I hope you enjoy. Have a nice day. Happy New Year.